Hi, guys, today we are going to make this kind of animation in Blender. So let's open it. So, we have a nice rigged car model. I am adding a path curve to animate our car location. Now in pose mode, select the root bone and add a constraint, follow path. Select our curve and we need to tweak some settings here, like check the follow curve. Now let's create our ground plane. We are going to add geometry node to setup to displace our plane. Now we need some objects to scatter on our ground plane. I am creating some random planes to scatter on our ground. Now I am expanding the timeline to 300 frames for our animation. I am changing FPS to 12 for now. I am adding keyframes on constraint to animate our car movement. Now enable the camera rig add-on. Add the camera rig from add menu. You can create easy camera animations with. I am adding the child of constraint in our camera aim bone. Now we have to adjust our camera and add keyframes to our scene. It's a bit time consuming, but it's worth doing. So after doing that we need to add animation to car bones. We are moving the bones according to the angle car going. You can follow some video references for that. To rotate our tires, I am adding a driver #frame, which will rotate the tire whenever timeline go forward. Now I am multiplying it with -1 so it will rotate tire to correct direction. Now let's create some smoke effects. First we need to create a trail smoke effect. To do that, let's add a plane and make it long, then add edge loops on it. Extrude it and add a displace modifier. Click on New and add a noise texture to it. In displace modifier, change local to global and direction to Z-axis. Now add in another plane for one more smoke effect. And add a particle system to it. Add a metaball and select it as render object. Make gravity down, and tweak some metaball resolution. Increase the render scale in particle settings. And change physics to void for now. Now parent the smoke planes to drift, bone. Uncheck the show emitter, to hide the plane in render view. I am adding some animation to smoke trails. Let's start with shading now. I am adding a sunlight to cell shade our car. Adding a simple EV tune shader. Making shadows resolution higher and taking colors from reference. Adding a highlight effect with Fresnel node. Using a mix RGB node to add those highlights on our shader. Making other cell shaders as well. For glass, adding a gradient texture for stylized sharp reflectance. I'm using an empty object to control the texture easily. For ground, we are using a simple cell shader and taking colors from the references. And adding a Voronoi texture over it for color variation. We are using overlay option to blend them in. Now for motion lines, we are using an empty and strecked noise texture to simulate effect. And I am parenting the lines with our car. To make it look faster, I am adding the same driver to mapping node of noise texture. Now for smoke shader, I will use the simple shader as possible. Now add a sphere for our sky and disable the shadows in materials. And for sky, we are using an anime sky dry. Now enable the passes, Shadow Pass, AO Pass, Bloom Pass and Mist Pass. For AO Pass, you need to turn on the AO option in render settings. Now for our outlines we are using a free add-in outline helper to create outlines for our car model. Now we start our compositing. We are rendering our scene so we can use the all passes in our scene. And multiplying the AO and shadow pass and adding the bloom pass. Now using the mist pass to make the sharp horizon blurry, and blending. Using a blur node to blur the background and using the mist pass as the mask. Now add a filter node and change it to diamond sharpen, make it to 0.2 to 0.4 for sharp edge. Use another filter node, and use shadows this time. Let's update our car shader a bit. It's not a fixed method so you have to experiment with it. I am using the GeoNodes method for cavity effect on our car. Add a GeoNode setup to our car and add a edge angle node, then join the node with group output. And add a name in modifier. After that add an attribute node in shader editor and paste the same name. Now we can add that to our shader. Now time to render it.